What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
All right. Welcome in, everybody, to the GOBBLN LeagueCast, Episode 5, Season 22. This episode will be covering the midweek flip, so it'll be a review of all the previous 5 weeks, and as we take this week to get the mid-season flip up so we can do the next round of 5 games. So we will go through and we'll review each division and see where we're at with teams and how my predictions are playing out so far. And then after that, we will look at the matchups from last week, or during the process of doing the review of the standings, we'll look at the matchups for last week and see how everything went. We'll look at the upcoming week's matchups, which actually we can't do that yet because we're still getting the divisions filled in. We will do a review of the betting cages and the survivor board, and then we will look at a quick matchup of the week and any highlights that we have from last week. So first things first, let's look at Broken Jaw Season 22. Let's look at last week's results. Week 5. Ooh, we do this first. We'll do the results first, and then we'll look at the standings, and we'll review with where my predictions were. So last week we had Evil Smirk and Vorial. That was a Orc team versus an Undead team. I think Ashen Chiefs are Undead. They're either Undead or Necro. I think they're Undead. Anyway, the Orcs win it 2-0. Evil Smirk takes the win. With statistics, we had ball possession was quite a bit in favor of the Orcs, which you would expect with them winning 2-0. They had 1 pass that was successful. They had 14 more successful blocks. They had 40 more yards rushing. A whole bunch more injuries and casualties. 2 KOs, 3 injuries with 2 kills, so that's 5 total injuries. 0 injuries, kills, and 0 KOs for the Chiefs. So the Chiefs did not get a piece off the pitch at all. So we're not going to look at the dice rolls, but SPP, yeah, the Ashen Chiefs only got the MVP. That's it. So pretty one-sided game there for the Orcs, it looks like. 14 armor breaks to 6 armor breaks. They both had 1 guy get kicked out. So that was Ashen Chiefs is Undead. Yes, that's what I thought. Alright, and then the Necro on the team is Tenkin. So the next matchup is the Nurgle and the Broken Neck. So the Broken Neck is Blog's Orcs, and the Nurgle are Novcaster's Nurgle. That match went to Novcaster's Nurgle 2-0. They both had 12 armor breaks, so they were evened up there. Nobody got kicked off, no deaths. So just pretty one-sided as far as score goes. It looks like the Nurgle were able to control the pitch placement and pitch control and get those 2 touchdowns. They held the ball significantly longer than the Orcs. They had 5 more blocks succeeded than the Orcs. And there's your story of the game right there. No KOs, no injuries, no kills for the Orcs. And the Nurgle had 2 KOs and 3 injuries with no kills. So that's the story of that game right there. Those 3 lines. So the Nurgle take the 2-0 win, and then that brings us to Tenkin's Necros, Necromantic team against S Hunter's High Elves. High Elves have been on fire so far this season. Tenkin was finally able to slow him down a little bit and at least pull the draw. They doubled him up on armor breaks. The Necro had 16 to the High Elves 8s. The High Elves had 2 passes and none for the Necro. Ooh, the High Elves did have a death too, so So Tenkin's Necro did get a death. They both had 2 guys get kicked out, so lots of fouling going on in that game. And they both scored 2 touchdowns. Ball possession was a lot higher rate for the High Elves. That's kind of a little bit shocking. You'd expect to see the Necro have probably more ball possession time and the High Elves score quick. But looks like maybe the High Elves were playing keep away with the ball for a while and then pushing up quick to score. Blocks. The Necro succeeded 14 more blocks. They had 4 KOs to 0 for the High Elves, 2 casualties to 1 casualty for the High Elves, and then 1 kill to no kills. So 3 total casualties for the Necro, 1 casualty only for the High Elves. So looks like that was a barn burner of a game there. All right. After the end of the first half, with 5 games fully played, I had Blog finishing first, and he's in dead last, so I've totally missed this division already. I had Blog finishing at 6 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. He's already at the 2 draws, and he's already at 3 losses, so he's already got 1 more loss than what I thought, and he has no wins yet. I had Tenkin finishing second. He is in 4th currently with a 1-2-2 record. I had Vorial finishing 3rd. He is in 5th with an 0-3-2 record, just barely ahead of the Orcs of Blog. I had S Hunter finishing 4th. He is in 2nd at 3-2-0. Has not lost a game yet. Only team in this division that hasn't lost a game yet. I had Novcaster finishing 5th. He's actually in 1st with 4 wins and 1 loss. A very good start for the Nurgle. And then I had Evil Smirk in 6th, and he is in 3rd with a 2-1-2 record. So I've totally missed that division. I've messed it all the way up with my prediction and missed it completely. So, oh well. Can't get them all right, right? All right, so that was Broken Jaw. Fractured Skull. Give me 1 second here, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so Fractured Skull. Week 5. We had my Goblins playing Oni's Chaos. The Goblins take it 2-1 to pick up their 2nd win of the season. They had 12 armor breaks. The Chaos had 16 armor breaks, so that was pretty close, pretty similar, or close, or whatever you want to say. I had 4 expulsions. 3 of those were the secret weapons for the Goblins, to 0 for the Chaos. And I had 1 death, and Chaos didn't have any deaths. As far as statistics go, I held the ball the majority of the time. Reapers had the ball a very limited amount of time. Blocks, the Chaos succeeded 16 more blocks than the Goblins, which is what you would expect. Had a lot more yards rushing. KOs, the Chaos had 6 KOs. The Goblins had 4, so he beat me there by a couple. Injuries, I inflicted 5, and he inflicted 5 total with 4 injuries and 1 kill. So we were pretty even on casualties and KOs. So across the board, the damage and taking pieces off us with as far as hits go, we're pretty even. The Chaos of Gunter facing the Lizards of Detox. He put a beat down on the Lizards, beating them 3-0. He had 2 guys get kicked out. The Lizards had 0. He out-armor broke the Lizards by 11. It was an ugly match. He held the ball the majority of the time. He out-blocked him by 13. He out-KO'd him by 1. He had 8 injuries to the Lizards 0. That's just nasty. And he had 0 kills to 0 kills. So that right there, that 8 injuries to 0 injuries is what tells the story of this game. The Chaos just absolutely beat the snot out of the Lizards. And then that brings up Swerve's Chaos and Manial's Chaos. as they finished 1-1 with a 1-1 draw. Swerve had 2 passes. Manile had 1. Swerve had 11 armor breaks to Manile's 7. Nobody got kicked off. And Manile had 0 deaths. Swerve had 3. Swerve lost 3 pieces to death this match, including one that was a dead, and that was his big-time killer Chaos Warrior. They're sitting at 102 points, and then he lost another Warrior and a Beastman. So Swerve held the ball the longest, but was only able to get 1 score out of it. He did outblock Manile by 19, almost 20. He out KO'd him by 5. But he got out casualtied. 3 total casualties for Manile. The other 2 deaths were on crowd surfs and or fouls. I know the very first one, the big Chaos Warrior that got killed, that was dead, was a crowd surf dead. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that was an ugly match for Joel, for Swerve. He took a beating there. So we go look at the leaderboard. In this league, I predicted Detox to win at 7-0-3 record. He is currently in 4th with a 2-0-3. So he would have to win all 5 games in the second half to finish with the 7-0-3 record. Swerve I had finishing in 2nd. He is actually in 1st with a 3-1-1 record, so 10 points sitting in 1st. I had Oni in 3rd. He is actually in 2nd with a 3-0-2 record, so he's 1 point behind Swerve at 9 points. I had Gunter finishing 4th. He is currently in 5th at 1-2-2, so 5 points for him. Detox has 6 points right ahead of him. I had Manile finishing 5th. He is actually in 6th at 0-3-2, so he's at 3 points. And then I had myself finishing last in 6th, and I'm actually in 3rd with a 2-2-1 record. So that is 8 points, which means I'm 1 point behind 2nd place and 2 points behind 1st place. Had a very excellent first half of the season. If I can have even anywhere close to as good as that in the second half, then I might have a chance at falling into the playoffs. We'll just have to see how it goes, though. All right, so that's Fractured Skull. Groin Strain. We got Dell's Lizards, Siren's Orcs, Limbocha's Dwarves, Arabi's Chaos, Loop's Orcs, and Shushnik's Goblins. So in Week 5, the Goblins of Shushnik went against Limbocha's Dwarves. Not a good matchup for Goblins. And they lose it 1-2. And Morg steals his MVP, even worse. So the Goblins took a death. They got out armor broke by 6. They had 3 guys get ejected. I'm assuming that's the 3 weapons. And the Dwarves had 2 touchdowns and a pass. So Goblins hardly had the ball at all. The Dwarves definitely held the ball the majority of the time. Blocks, 19 more blocks for the Dwarves. One would expect that. 2 KOs to 0 KOs for the Goblins. 5 injuries to 1 injury for the Goblins. 1 kill to 0 kills. So 6 total injuries to 1 total injury for the Goblins. So the Dwarves pretty much just dominated this entire game. Then we had Siren's Orcs against Arabi's Chaos. Ooh, and the Chaos had a dead Beastman steal the MVP. That's a rough one. The Orcs had the Troll get the MVP. Nice. Armor breaks were pretty even, 17-16. The Chaos did take a death, and it's the one that we see here, the one that stole the MVP. But even though the armor breaks were pretty even, the Orcs take the 2-0 win, so they pretty much dominated the ball possession, as we see here with the numbers. 58 blocks to 36, so 22 more blocks succeeded for the Orcs. 3 KOs to 2 in favor of the Orcs. 4 injuries to 1 injury in favor of the Orcs. So the Orcs had the the heavier amount of hits and takedowns and the more casualties and KOs. So that helped contribute to the 2-0 win there. And then the other Orc team, coached by Loop, took on Delavis's Lizards, and they beat the Lizards 2-0. So 1 death for the Lizards, no deaths for the Orcs. The Orcs out armor break the Lizards by 12, 14-2. Only 2 armor breaks for the Lizards. That's pretty tough to recover from. And then the Lizards had 1 guy get kicked out, and the Orcs had none. So, as you'd expect with the 2-0 game, the Orcs held the ball the longest. They blocked the Lizards by, 16? They had 3 KOs to 1 for the Lizards. They had 4 injuries to 1 injury for the Lizards, and they had the 1 death. So they had 5 injuries to 1 injury for the Lizards. So the Orcs beat them up pretty good. Alright, and the leaderboard here. I predicted Siren to win at 7-1-2. He is currently in second at 4-0-1. A very good week there, so he still has a chance to potentially pull out the win with the 7-1-2 record, is what I had him at. Second place I had being Loop with his Orcs. He is actually in fourth with a 2-0-2 record, so sitting with 6 points. Siren has 12. Delavis I had finishing third. He's actually in third with a 2-0-3 record, which is 6 points. I had Robbie finishing fourth. He is currently in fifth with a 1-1-3 record, so 4 points for him. I had Limbocha finishing fifth. He's currently in first with a perfect record, the only one that went perfect through the first half. So 15 points for him. Very nicely done, Limbocha, with your cheaty dwarves. And then in dead last, I have Shushnik with his goblins, which is where Shushnik is actually at, with an 0-1-4 record. So 1 point there for the goblins. So the goblin team in this division not having near as much success as the goblin team in the other division. And then that brings us to Smashed Hand, the last division. In Smashed Hand, we have the Lizards of Chonkus, the Lizards of Nefarious, the Orcs of Acropolis, the Orcs of McLean, the Necro for Angior, and the Chaos Dwarves for Uldrig. 2 Lizards, 2 Orcs, Necro, and Chaos Dwarf. So the first match we have Nefarious's Lizards versus Uldrig's Chaos Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves out armor break by 15, 20-5. The Lizards take a death. The Chaos Dwarves don't. 3 passes for the Chaos Dwarves, and neither one has a guy get kicked out. Oh, the Lizards never held the ball. Wow, that's pretty crazy right there. They never once had the ball in their hands. Tall Boys pretty much dominated everything in this match. Chaos Dwarves. 3 successful passes. 38, 48, 25 more successful blocks. 6 plus 6 on the KO difference. Plus 6 on total injuries. Wow, the Lizards just didn't do much of anything that game. Chaos Dwarves just pretty much owned them. That was an absolute beatdown right there. Orctown Raiders versus Chonkus' Lizard's Breath. So this is Acrop's Orcs versus Chonkus' Lizards. 2-1 ending for Acrop. He had 23 armor breaks versus 3 armor breaks for the Lizards, and that's pretty much it. Lizards had 1 death, and nothing else of note there. At least the Lizards held the ball in this game, which is a good thing. They got out-blocked by 32, out-KO'd by 4, out-casualtied by 7. So 6 injuries to 0 with 1 kill and no kills. So pretty bad beatdown right there, too. This division, week 5, had some pretty heavy swings on and pretty heavy hits on all of the blocks. So it was basically 2 teams so far that just completely dominated, and it looks the same here in this last matchup, as the Orcs of McLean took on the Necro from Angior, and they won 2-0. 1 pass for the Orcs, none for the Necro. Both teams had a guy get ejected. 16 armor breaks for the Orcs to 7 armor breaks for the Necro. So a +9 on armor breaks for the Orcs. And they held the ball the majority of the time. They out-blocked their opponent, 36, 46, 56, by 35. Holy cow, that's a lot. That is a huge difference. +6 KOs for the Orcs, and even up on the injuries as it's 1 apiece. So yeah, some domination in these 3 games in this division. And then for the preview here, or the standings, I had McLean winning this division at 6-2-2. Right now McLean is in the lead with 4-1-1. So he'd have to go 2-1-2 in the last 5 games to meet my numbers there. I had Acropolis finish in 2nd. He is currently in 4th with 4 points. Oldrig I had finishing in 3rd. He is actually in 3rd currently with a 2-2-1 record, so that's 8 points. Nefarious I had finishing 4th. He is actually in 4th with a 2-0-3 record, so that's 6 points for him. Angior I had finishing 5th. He is actually in 2nd with a 4-0-1, so that will be 12 points. And last but not least, Chonkus, who I had finishing 6th, is in 6th with an 0-0-5 record. Alright, so that is the review of all 4 divisions. Now, we can't do upcoming matchups because we don't have the new season started yet. We can do a review of the betting cages and stomping board. So betting cages from week 5 are done. Who won? We have Novcaster with 6, McLean with 6, and Blog with 6. So it looks like we had 3 guys finish with 6. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so 3 tied at 6. And for the overall standings, we have Acropolis sitting in 1st with 30 points. 3-way tie for 2nd between Evil, Gunter, and Limboka, all with 28. Oldrig in 5th with 27. McLean, Novcaster, S. Hunter, Tenkin, all in 6th with 24. Oh, and Loop should go up there too. So this isn't sorted all the way out. Sorry about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the rest should all be the same. So tied for 11th is myself and Angior at 23. Boreal with 21 at 13th. And then tied for 14th is Siren and Nefarious with 20 apiece. Delavis and Detox are tied at 16th with 19 apiece. And Blog is at 18th with 18. So A-Crop once again running away with this. There are some guys here that are potentially within scoring distance, but they need A-Crop to slow down. So far he hasn't shown any thoughts of doing that. And then Survivor. So we're all done with our Survivor for this week, and this is what we got. On top of the leaderboard here, tied for 1st is A-Crop and McLean. So Acropolis is on top of both, and they both have a half a loss currently. S. Hunter has 1 loss, all alone by himself in 3rd. Loop by himself in 4th with 1.5. Angior, Spider, myself, and Tinkin all with 2 losses apiece at 5th place. So if we take 2 draws or a loss, we're eliminated. And then the last 2 alive are Detox and Delavis, both with 2.5 points. So the rest of them have all gotten eliminated. Gunter, Limbocha, Oldrig, Boreal all got eliminated this week. That should be 10. And then last week, Blog, Siren, and Arabi got eliminated. The week before that, Evil Smirk, Nefarious, Novcaster, and Noni all got eliminated. So there is the updates to Betting Cages and Survivor. Acropolis is leading both, and he's the guy to catch. So let's see if anybody can catch him. All right, next. Matchup of the week and highlights. Let me see if I had any highlights submitted. I don't remember. Oh, man, I am so tired all of a sudden. Highlights. Does not look like it. Oh, yep, we did have a highlight, actually. So let's do the highlight first. Oh, actually come back in here. Broken Jaw. And we're looking for Blog. Evil Smirk submitted this replay. Let's hope we can pull it up. Maybe it'll pull up, taking a little bit. Wait for it. There we go. Ooh, the Astro Granite. Nice. Gives a distinct look and feel to the pitch. All right, so we're going to the Orcs turn 7 here. Now, see, how come those show up like that here, but they never show up on my screen for me when I'm playing against Nurgle? I wonder if it's the Astro Granite that's just making it show up a lot better. And it does show up on mine, I just don't ever see it. That's Nurgle. There we go. Alright, Orcs. Wait a minute, am I looking at the wrong? Yeah, I'm looking at the right one. This is turn 7. Oh, you know what? That's not this match. That was week 4. And we didn't do... Oh, shit, I quit the whole game. Oops. I meant to hit quit replay. We did not do the LeagueCast in week 4. So we'll still go ahead and watch this highlight. We're just going to have to pull it up from week 4 instead of week 5. That would be why we wasn't seeing what we were expecting to see with the lineup that was sitting out there. All right. We want that guy right there. Dash the guy we want. Oh, and I can't watch the replay. It's too late. Dang it. Oh, well. Well, evidently there was a thrown Gobbo for a turn 7 touchdown to tie it up. That's how Blog got his touchdown, evidently. So we won't get to see that since we're a week behind. That stinks. Alright, so let's find our match of the week. The match of the week we're going to do this week is in Fractured Skull. And we're going to take a look at the Swerve Manile game. Good close game. That was a lot of heavy hitting. And we want that guy. And we want that. Alright, that's all good there. As we wait for this to load in. There we go. Get through this real quick. And while the teams are setting up, we'll get the skills up here. We'll take a quick look. So for Chaos number 1, which is Manile's team, we got 3 loners. Beastman on the line. We got a block guard, stand firm, dodge Chaos Warrior. We got a rookie Chaos Warrior, or Beastman, rookie Chaos Warrior, a block guard, stand firm, Mighty Blow Warrior, a tackle wrestle guard, 2 heads Beastman, a move 7 block extra arms Beastman, a block tackle frenzy Beastman, and a wrestle sneaky get, or dirty player, sorry. 4, and he has a bench of 2 more loners, so he's got a lot of loners. He must have bought a couple of loners for fouling. The bench for the other Chaos is a rookie Beastman for serve. Kick comes out, gentle gust of wind. Let's go ahead and pause this real quick. We are at the beer stand, so there's +1 to injury rolls when they're crowd surfed. For the fame roll, Manile rolled an 8 with 6 fan factor is a 14. Swerve rolled a 5 with 10 fan factor is a 15, so Swerve should get fame +1. It is very sunny. That's a thing to note, but the weather changed on the kickoff. So Manile has a wizard and 3 rerolls. Swerve has 3 rerolls. And fame. Manile also has a bribe and a babe. So Swerve's first hit was with Claw, Mighty Blow, a warrior with Claw, Mighty Blow, block guard. His second hit was with the Beastman with block guard. He just KO'd one of the loners. He's got a warrior with block. He's got a Beastman with block tackle. He's got another Beastman over here with strength 4, jump up, block, dodge. A block Beastman there. He re-rolls there and gets... Okay, so this is the very first turn. So let's pause right here. So he blitzes with his block, Mighty Blow, guard, claw, piling on Chaos Warrior. Named Fear. This is his big killer piece, 102 SPPs. He gets push. He re-rolls into a push skull. And Manile chooses to use stand firm. So that's where we're at there with the current state of events. We got a block tackle Beastman that just moved over there. We got the sneaky get or dirty player Beastman here. That still has the move. We've got the ball carrying Beastman, which is edge forward, dodge, block, sidestep, sure hands, who just picked the ball up. And we've got a block, edge for guard, frenzy warrior there. So now we'll get to watch the fun begin. Swerve chose not to dodge out with this warrior because he had already used the reroll on the hit, and he hadn't picked the ball up yet, so he didn't want to. He didn't want to take the chance of failing and not be able to get the ball out. So there's a Horns Frenzy push. Blitz pushes the warrior twice. He is dead on the sideline. The crowd kills him. The APO is used, and the APO is another dead. 6-2 to a 6-7. So turn 1, Swerve loses his best, probably his best player right now. His best killer, for sure. So a huge turn of events for turn 1 right there. For Manile's Chaos. That brings us to Swerve's next turn. He's going to do his round of hits. We'll just fast forward through that. He did not hurt anybody else. He's finishing his round of hits here real quick. He swung the ball around to this side of the pitch. Fails a dodge there. He probably does not re-roll it. He doesn't, and he takes a stunned. Hey, Detox. Hell no. No mercy for any team in our division. Except for my little bitty old, poor little bitty old goblins. They need mercy. They don't need to be hurt. They're just little bitty goblins. So Manile did get the dead on the huge Chaos Warrior right off the bat. Fear is no more. Rerolls a double skull there. Manile does. Oh, he re-rolled it with Loner too and makes the Loner roll. Wow. Does the blitz there to get him down. Oh, no, he didn't get him down. It's push. Okay. I was going to say, I see a foul coming in his future if he'd have gotten taken down, but... Nope, not going to foul. Interesting. And then the hit with the Chaos Warrior here, just a push. There's a hit from a block warrior, and he breaks the Loner Beastman. No damage, though. Block there by a block guard. Oh, no, it was on the block guard warrior. That was with the... Oh, wow. 2 straight hits on the block, stand firm, guard, dodge, Chaos Warrior, and he just stands still both times. There's a claw hit on the Fowler. Breaks him, but no takeoff. Just a stunned. And his other killer piece is left out there where he could take some hits. A 1-die there on a Chaos Warrior, and he gets the yellow. And that will give him 1 die on that Chaos Warrior. He does not get the yellow on him. He'll stand firm, of course. And then he does a 2-die hit there. So, Manile's got a chance at the ball here. Actually. He absolutely has a chance at the ball right here. Yep. Blitz with the tackle piece. Gets the yellow. No break, but the ball bounces dice for him. Runs around to protect up. Makes a go for it there. Interesting choice. No takedown on that Beastman. He does have the Moose 7 ball carrier there. Gets the POW there. Does not get the break on him, though. Makes the first go for it. Oh, fails the second go for it. He will re-roll that, I'm sure. He doesn't want his ball handler to go down on the ground. Gets the pickup, turns around, and passes it downfield. So a nice job of getting the ball and punting it downfield where he has the best chance to get it at this point. There's a yellow on the stand firm guy. Does not break him, though. Now Joel, or Swerve, is running his guys down to try to cover. Try and recover. As much as he possibly can. Gets a 1-die hit there and takes the loner down and takes him out with a KO. So good hit there with the Frenzy. Mighty Blow Frenzy. Gets the yellow there, but he does have dodge, so he won't go down. Oh, he's Frenzy, though. Blitz is there. Takes him down. Ooh, and breaks. That was a big break for him. So now that edge piece can't jump up and go get the ball. All right. What does Manile do here? He stands some pieces up. Gonna blitz here. Yep, get him off the, or out of the way a little bit. See if he can break him. He doesn't. Gets in the way of him though. There's a yellow there on a Chaos Warrior. Ooh, that was on his guard piece too. Makes the dodge. Nicely done. Marks up there. Oh, and he fails that dodge. Does he re-roll it? No, he does not. Not just the champs, but the 4-time defending champs. No mercy for them bitches. Gets the takedown there. So Swerve pulling out all the stops here to try to get in range to score. Makes all those plays. Gets the 2-die hit there. Nicely done with the positioning and the play there by Swerve to recover at this point. So Manile's probably just going to be intent to try to get in the way here and stop him and then maybe do some damage. I look for him to... well, actually, he's got these guys freed up over here too. I was going to say, I look for him to potentially blitz here and then come up to mark him. Surprised Manile hasn't fouled at all. Oh, he goes that way for the blitz. Fails the 2 heads, or the go for it, I mean. Only gets a push. And the sidestep screws him on that one. So he probably scores right here now. Because that's the edge warrior too. Oh, can he score? Oh, he can't score. Nice. He's 1 square away from being able to score. Brings Joel back into his 6th turn. Gets a takedown there. Gets a takedown there on a rookie beastman. Ball carrier. Tries the pass, makes the catch. Blitz is here. Has he used his last reroll? Because the block would have been wrestle. So now he can't make the go for it here. Not that he probably would have anyway, because the guy could have still got to him pretty easily. And fails the dodge. Nice. So Manile will have a chance to stop him here, potentially. Oh, the lightning bolt. And he stuns him. Nice. So the wizard saves the touchdown. For the time being, anyway. Now Manile could actually still pull the score off here. Oh, he decides to go that route, though. Going after that Oh, he just cannot break that guy to save him his life, can he? Gets a push there. Alright, so Swerve gonna try to do what he can to potentially pull off a score here next turn somehow. Gets a Mighty Blow Frenzy hit here on the rookie. Misses the first hit. Gets the second hit. Mighty Blow KOs him. So the Manial team's going to have 3 KOs to make, but he does have a one babe, I believe. Yes, one babe. Jump up blitz there. Oh, and he dodges through. Nice. Oh, and he fails to go for it. Oh, so frustrating. So he could still score, potentially, with him. Yep. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, he can't score from there. One. Yeah, he can't score from there. Makes the pass, fails to catch. He couldn't have scored anyway. Unless he's move boosted. I don't think he is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Wrestles him down. He could still pull this off with the score right here. Gets the Frenzy Mighty Blow hit on the loner. Breaks him. No takeoff though. Makes to go for it there. And he fails to dodge. Alright, so Swerve does not score in his half. So the Wizard helps to successfully stop the Chaos for Swerve's team from scoring. He gets the hit on him. Oh, and he breaks this time. Oh, just a stun, though. I would imagine Manial finds a way to foul this time. Oh, and the ball bounced into his hands. Oh, Manial's still going to try to score here. Oh, he fails to dodge. No. That was a perfect bounce. I didn't realize that was his guy that just caught that ball. So 0-0 score at halftime. Does Manial make his KOs? He gets 2 out of the 3. Alright. So the rest of the carnage evidently comes in this half. Let's go ahead and get these passed here. Oh. There's the kick. Hit number 1. Mighty Blow does not do anything. Hit number 2 is a push. There's the blitz. Gets the hit there. Oh, and there's a break. Oh, and there's a dead Sin Jr. So there's the second kill as Sin Jr. with block leaves the pitch. He gets the ball picked up there, comes back down to safety. pushes him up there. He'll get the one die with the loner. Just the push. He'll push him up there and stay. So a nice turn one there for Manile. Gets another Chaos Warrior off. So now Swerve's only got 2 Chaos Warriors. We'll go ahead and flip through that turn. Don't think we missed much there. We did. Oh, the ball carrier did get hurt. Okay, well, we did miss something there. Let's go back and watch it then. Ah, he dodged through with him. And he hits and he breaks. Oh, and it was a dead too. Holy cow. Lots of death in this match. So the Apo definitely comes out there. And he goes into a perm. What perm did he take? A niggle. Oof. So both Apos were just horrendously brutal in this game. Just an absolutely brutal match, man. With the Apos. Does the hit with the loner there. Gets the takedown. Fails the dodge on that one. Does he reroll? He does. Oh, and a double fail. That was that guy right there. Yes, Detox. This is the highlight. You missed the recap. Alright, let's fast forward a little bit here. See if we missed any injuries. We did not. He does have the ball surrounded pretty nicely right now. Swerve does. The one die there for a yellow. On a loner. Manile's going to stand some guys up. Yep. Stand him up. Yep. Does a hit there. Doesn't do any damage. Stands him up. Does the blitz there with Frenzy. Has to take them both down, unfortunately. Just marking the ball up currently, so that makes it hard for anybody to get a shot at it. Does his last hit, which is with the loner, and all he can get is a push on it. So a quick, simple turn there for Manile. Brings Joe back to the plate. There we go. He'll probably push him on the ball. Yep. Gets a takedown. No good. Oh, and it bounces straight to his guy who catches it. Perfectly done. Perfectly executed by Manile right there. Exactly how you want to see it done. Has to do. Oh, he has to do the hit with the loner, and loner fails. Rolls the turnover, block dice, and loner fails. Oh. That is rough. Unfortunate, but rough. Or unfortunate and rough, I should say. So he'll get the ball out here. Yep, ball is definitely out. He didn't do any more damage, though. And he fails a dodge there. Alright, so back to Manile's turn. So from Manile, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the pitch. For Swerve, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Swerve has numbers by 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. One die push there. Dodges out, picks it up beautifully. Guessing he passes down. Yep, pass is good. And he catches it. Wow. Whoops. Good hit there. A KO there. That's nice. Frenzy there, takes him down. Hit with his block guard piece, takes him down. Hit here with his Mighty Blow Frenzy, takes him down but doesn't break. Oh, and he fails to go for it. He re-rolls and makes that. This is Swerve here trying to get the hit on the ball carrier. Just a push there. Fails the dodge there. Does not re-roll it. Oh, and there's a dead Beastman. So that's how the third death comes, to a failed dodge on a block Beastman. Oof. That's just nasty. 3 casualties, all 3 deaths. So Niall blitzes there. Takes him down with the tackle. And he'll score. So that's 1-0. We got Manile's turn 5 here. Oh, he gets another casualty in the process. That is just a badly hurt. And Swerve does have nothing on Manile. 1 die yellow there. Oh, and another break for Manile. Just a stun though. So let's see how Swerve ties this game up here. Gets a hit there, but no break. Gonna run up and pass to this guy here, I imagine. Makes a go for it. Makes a second go for it. Yep, both those go for it's got him in better passing range. Makes the pass and the catch with a 3+ on both. Oh, and he fails to go for it again. His go for it's were terrible. Failing him left and right in this game. Oh, and he makes the next one, even though he didn't have a reroll left. That's a very gutsy play there. Gets the stun on that guy. That was huge. There's the blitz with tackle. Does not take him down, and he's out of... Oh, he's got frenzy. Takes him down there, though. Oh! And the ball rose perfect. So all Swerve needs to do is make a dodge and a pickup with a reroll. Oh, no, he needs to make more than that. Holy cow. He needs to make a blitz, push off, and then a pickup. Oh, wow. Oh, and a foul. Ha Oh, he didn't break, though. If he'd have broke right there, he'd have won the game. Oh, poor Manile. He tried so hard. Ooh, and a break to go. Just a stun, though. Alright, so we're just going to have probably a dodge. Yep, and then a blitz there. Oh, and he double skulls it. No. So now he's got to make a go for it pickup with no reroll. Makes them both. Wow. Well, the pickup was with Edged 4, so I know he was scared to death after having to re-roll that damn that double skull, though, having to make the go for it and the pickup. A 1 on either one of those, and he fails and doesn't get the draw. So what a great game, man. Back and forth, back and forth. A lot of damage done to Swerve's team, as we already knew, with the 3 kills. Ends up in a 1-1 draw. What a crazy, crazy game right there. Fun game. Alright, so let's see where we're at now. Oh, we're at 4 now on the groin stream. Nice. Actually, who are we missing here? We got Siren and Bocha, Robbie, and Loop. We're missing Delavis and Shushnik. And then in Smashed Hand, we are all good. Fractured Skull, we are all good. And Broken Jaw, we are all good. So we're just waiting on 2 guys to get the second half flipped up and ready to go. Alright. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of the LeagueCast. It was another successful LeagueCast review. We got through a lot of good stuff on the mid-season flip. We are halfway through the season, 5 games down with 5 games left to go. Should be a good second half of the season to see how things shape up and how the playoffs start to look once we get to a little closer to week 10 and see that picture start to form. So anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. We will see you on episode 6, which will be the first week after, or the first Monday that week 6 is done and flips. Probably won't be next Monday. It'll be the week after that, most likely, because we'll have some downtime the rest of this week until the league actually, or the weeks actually are ready to be scheduled and played, while people make their picks in the betting cages and Survivor. So most likely next week there will not be a LeagueCast. Probably 95% chance there will not be a LeagueCast. It'll pick back up and resume the week after that, however. So thanks for getting on and watching, everybody. Have a good night, and we will see you on the next episode.
Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers. Lo, there do I see the line of my
people, back to the beginning.
Lo, they do call to me. They bid me take my place among them.
In the halls of Valhalla,
Where the brave
they live